Welcome to the material session of a Pulsar's Career Point. This is a video for the student of class 12 on unit 8. This is the first chapter of this unit, Aldehydes and Ketones, and the 16th video of this chapter, covering the chemical properties of aldehyde ketone for reaction with alkalis. If the reaction is carried out with a dilute alkali, then the reaction is known as aldol condensation. Aldehydes or ketones containing at least one alpha hydrogen atom can show this reaction. If this reaction is carried out with concentrated alkalis, then it is known as Cannizzaro reaction. This reaction is carried out by the aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom. Let us first come for aldol condensation. What do we mean by aldol condensation? Both aldehydes and ketones containing at least one alpha hydrogen atom reacts in the presence of dilute alkali like NaOH, KOH, barium hydroxide or sodium carbonate, in which two molecules of aldehydes or ketones condenses to form a beta hydroxyaldehyde or ketone, that is aldol. This reaction is called aldol condensation. ଯେତେବେଳେ एटलिस्ट गोटे अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एटम थिबा दुईटी aldehyde बा केटोन बा बोथ डाइल्यूट अल्काली प्रेजेंस रे कंडेंस होती सेतବେଳେ हमको बीटा हाइड्रोक्सी aldehyde केटोन बा aldol टे मिली थाए. So this reaction is called aldol condensation. The aldol thus formed on treating with an acid loses one water molecule to form corresponding alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde ketone. प्रथमे aldehyde ketone जहाँ पाखे एटलिस्ट वन अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एटम थिबो से कंडेंस होला परे जो बीटा हाइड्रोक्सी aldehyde ketone देइथिबे ताकू जेतेबेले एसिड सहित हिट करा जिवो सी गोटे वाटर मोलेक्युल लॉस करिवो एवं करेस्पोंडिंग अल्फा बीटा अनसैचुरेटेड aldehyde ketone अर्थात गोटे aldehyde ketone दबो जोंटी डबल बॉन्ड टी अल्फा और बीटा कार्बन एटम भितर थिबो. Let us come types of aldol condensation. Depending on the types of aldehydes or ketones taking part in aldol condensation, it is of two types. क्यों प्रकार aldehyde बा ketone aldol condensation take part करिसेंती ताकू नै aldol condensation होची दी प्रकार रो such as self aldol condensation and mixed or crossed aldol condensation. What do we mean by self aldol condensation? If the condensation is carried out among same aldehydes or ketones, this type of condensation is carried out among same aldehydes or ketones containing at least one alpha hydrogen atom. अति कम गोटे अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एटम थी जदि समान aldehyde बा समान कीटोन परस्पर भितर कंडेंसेशन करेंगे प्रथम बीटा हाइड्रोक्सी aldehyde कीटोन देवे ताको गरम कले गोटे वाटर मोलेक्युल लॉस करी आमको अल्फा बीटा अनसैचुरेटेड aldehyde कीटोन देवे आमे ताको सेल्फ aldol condensation बोली कहबा. लेट अस कम फॉर एग्जांपल of self aldol condensation. For example, one ले aldehyde भितर कंडेंसेशन करिबा acetaldehyde और acetaldehyde condensation हो in the presence of dilute NaOH. The bond between carbon and oxygen in the carbonyl carbon is polar. The oxygen becomes partially negative due to its more electronegative and the carbonyl carbon becomes partially positive. The alpha hydrogen atom from another acetaldehyde molecules leaving its bond come as H plus and attacks the partially negative charged carbonyl oxygen to form OH, and the negatively charged CH2 group attacks the positively charged carbonyl carbon to give corresponding beta hydroxy aldehyde ketone. So हमको कौन दबो एठी तो acetaldehyde भितर कंडेंसेशन हबो in the presence of dilute NaOH से हमको beta hydroxy अर्थात 3 hydroxy butanol formation. We can say also 3 hydroxy butane 1A, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give but2en1al or simply but2enal. In statement we have to write down when two molecules of acetaldehyde condense with each other in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 3 hydroxy butanol is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give but2en1a. Now let us come for example 2. Same type of ketone, the acetone जेतेबेले acetone सहित condense in the presence of dilute NaOH, after condensation it will give us 4 hydroxy 4 methyl pentane 2ONe, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give 4 methyl pent 2En pent 3En to ONE. Alpha beta unsaturated ketone together. In the statement, we have to write down when two molecules of acetone condense with each other in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 4-hydroxy 4-methyl pentane 2-ONE is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give 4-methyl pent 3En 2-ONE. दुईटा एसीटोन मॉलिक्यूल डाइल्यूट NaOH सहित कंडेन्स होला परे 4-हाइड्रोक्सी 4-मिथाइल पेंटेन 2ONE दबो जहाँ एसिड प्रेजेंस रे हीट करिबा द्वारा वाटर मॉलिक्यूल लॉस करी से हमको 4-मिथाइल पेंट 3En 2ONE दबो. Now let us come for the second type, that is mixed or crossed aldol condensation. केतेबेले carried out हबो. Now this type of condensation is carried out among different aldehydes or ketones or both containing at least one alpha hydrogen atom. अति कम रे गोटे अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एटम थिबा अलग अलग अल्डिहाइड बा अलग अलग कीटोन बा गोटे अल्डिहाइड गोटे कीटोन भितरे जे कंडेंसेशन हेइथाय आमे ताकू मिक्स्ड और क्रॉस्ड aldol condensation बोली कहिथाउ. Example 1, let us take different aldehydes when propanol condenses with ethanol in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 3-hydroxy pentanol is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give pent 2En1Al or pent 2ena. In the statement, we have to write down when propanol condenses with ethanol in the presence of dilute alkali, then 3-hydroxy pentanol is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give pent 2En1Al. Now, let us come for example 2, different ketones. When butane 2ONE and propane 2ONE, butane 2ONE and propanol condense with each other in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 4-hydroxy 4-methyl hexane 2ONE is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give 4-methyl hex 3En 2ONE. In the statement, we have to write down when butane 2ONE condenses with propanol or acetone in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 4-hydroxy 4-methyl hexane 2ONE is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give 4-methyl hex 3En 2ONE. In the example 3, let us take one aldehyde and one ketone. When acetaldehyde condenses with acetone in the presence of dilute NaOH, then 4-hydroxy pentane 2ONE is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give pent 3En 2ONE. এটা different aldehyde ketone means gote aldehyde and gote ketone bhitere condensation ti hoichi. In the statement, we have to write down when acetaldehyde condenses with acetone in the presence of dilute alkali, then 4-hydroxy pentane 2ONE is formed, which on heating with an acid loses one water molecule to give pent 3En 2ONE. Now, let us come for the second reaction with alkali, that is Cannizzaro reaction. Aldehydes which do not contain alpha hydrogen atom reacts in the presence of constant alkali in which two molecules of aldehyde react. One gets oxidized to corresponding acid salt while the other undergoes reduction to give corresponding alcohol. So Cannizzaro reaction केव देखिबो ना जेउ aldehyde पाखरे आदौ alpha hydrogen atom नथिबो से Cannizzaro reaction देखिबो. Two molecules of aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom when react with constant alkali like NaOH or KOH, then one of them undergoes oxidation to give corresponding acid salt and the other undergoes reduction to give corresponding alcohol. This reaction is called Cannizzaro reaction. Types of Cannizzaro reaction. Depending on types of aldehydes taking part in Cannizzaro reaction, it is of two types such as self-Cannizzaro reaction and mixed or crossed Cannizzaro reaction. Even other what do you mean by self-Cannizzaro reaction? If the Cannizzaro reaction is carried out among same aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom, this type of reaction is carried out among same aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom. Example को जीवा. In example 1, what happens when formaldehyde undergoes Cannizzaro reaction? When two molecules of formaldehyde react with each other in the presence of constant NaOH or 50% NaOH, then one of them undergoes oxidation to give sodium formate and the other undergoes reduction to give methanol or methyl alcohol. It is the second. Last one is methanol. When two molecules of formaldehyde reacts with each other in the presence of concentrated or 50% alkali, like NaOH, then one of them undergoes oxidation to give sodium formate and the other undergoes reduction to give methyl alcohol or methanol. In example 2, let us take benzaldehyde. When two molecules of benzaldehyde reacts with each other in the presence of concentrated NaOH or 50% NaOH, then one of the benzaldehyde undergoes oxidation to give sodium benzoate and the other benzaldehyde undergoes reduction to give benzyl alcohol. In statement, we have to write down when two molecules of benzaldehyde reacts with each other in the presence of concentrated or 50% alkali, like NaOH, then one of them undergoes oxidation to give sodium benzoate and the other undergoes reduction to give benzyl alcohol. Now, let us compare the second type of Cannizzaro reaction, that is mixed or crossed Cannizzaro reaction. Different aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom. This type of reaction is carried out among different aldehydes containing no alpha hydrogen atom. Alpha hydrogen नथिबा different aldehydes भितर जदि Cannizzaro reaction टी हुए अर्थात कौन सा alkali सहित reaction करे ताको भितरु आली जणे ऑक्सीडाइज हो जणे रिड्यूस्ड हो जदि aliphatic aromatic रा मिक्स नबा aliphatic is oxidized to give acid salt and the aromatic is reduced to give alcohol. Let us compare example. What happens when formaldehyde and benzaldehyde undergoes crossed Cannizzaro reaction? The formaldehyde or benzaldehyde को react करिबा in the presence of concentrated NaOH or 50% NaOH. Then formaldehyde undergoes oxidation to give sodium formate and benzaldehyde undergoes reduction to give benzyl alcohol. In the description, we have to write down when benzaldehyde reacts with formaldehyde in the presence of concentrated or 50% alkali like NaOH. Then formaldehyde undergoes oxidation to give sodium formate and benzaldehyde undergoes reduction to give benzyl alcohol. Thanks for watching Gopal's Career Point. Please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are watching it for the first time. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get timely updatation of my new video.